De la que siempre habla Marlene. Estaba en los túneles. Tiene un mordisco viejo en el brazo, sin rastro de infección.
Es imposible.
Ya le están haciendo pruebas, pero tienes que bajar.
Now there's like this glimmer of hope with Ellie and revealing that we're in that same giraffe location. All this beauty and wonderment happened in the first game. We always stick to the POV of the character you're playing as. So this was like why we're coming into this conversation late, is because you're hearing it when Abby hears it. Merle Dandridge.
This is my first day meeting Merle.
Like Merle and I had so many conversations about how conflicted she was about what has to happen, and then years later to visit the moment when she was arguing with Jerry. I always like that we get more insight into these characters.
I like seeing Marlene advocate for Ellie behind the scenes because she's so resolved in the first game and the show, and to see that actually privately she was advocating.
Se justifica con este acto.
And the parallel here with Jerry from the first game is he's repeating everything that Ellie says right outside on the giraffe sequence in the first game, which is like, all the sacrifices we've made, it can't be for nothing. He's making the same exact argument Ellie does. And then Abby walks in to give her dad an out.
Mira, Marlene.
And Marlene is done arguing, especially in front of his daughter.
Gracias.
Iré a decirle a Joel.
¿Por qué?
The ethical thing Marlene does here is like, I have to tell Joel, which is ultimately her fatal mistake.
Yeah.
I guess Jerry's fatal mistake too, that he allowed it to happen.
Estás haciendo lo correcto.
She sees how conflicted her dad is, and she tries to tell him, it would be okay. I would want you to do it to me. And he can never admit that he wouldn't.
You don't think so?
Well,
I think he would.
That's what I love about this. It's like, but he never says it.
Yeah, he just kind of has that look of...
Maybe he's just glad that it's not her.
Yeah.
¿Sigue en el maldito edificio?
Oof. We can't spare any of our characters from seeing the trauma firsthand.
Yeah.
Joel with Sarah, Ellie with Joel, Abby with Jerry. And it's just this shared trauma between these characters, and now events are set in motion. And now we get to see the other side of what happened after Abby kills Joel.
Para, por favor. No lo hagas.
Forget again, this is such a collaborative process. I don't even remember where some ideas come from, if it was editorial. Or,
I think it was editorial.
yeah, but to see the scene again from Abby's perspective and now get the fuller context, which is the whole concept of this game of like, you have one notion of how things go down, and then we give you more context and make you question your initial feelings about it.
Whoa, 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 ¿qué haces? Manny.
Limpieza.
No.
Remember how hard Pat pushed Alejandro?
Tiene razón. No puede haber cabos sueltos.
Oh, yeah,
Si los
Pam,
matamos,
they're all so good, but Pat specifically would just kind of lose himself in these moments.
Mira mi cara. A la mierda tu cara. Deberías haber vigilado las escaleras como te ordené.
¡Muévete!
¡Atrás!
Cálmense.
¿O qué? ¡Ya retrocede!
¡Cálmense!
¿Me dispararás?
¡Suficiente! Se acabó.
There's your fatal mistake,
done.
not cleaning up your mess.